Mike McCarthy is ready to make history. The Cowboys are going to be the number one seed. The NFC is a weak joke without Tom Brady, without Drew Brees, without Aaron Rodgers, with Kyler Murray being injured. So it's an easy conference. Mike McCarthy is going to jump to seventh all time in total playoff wins. Mike McCarthy currently has 21 playoff games in his career. It is titled, that's Jumanji 21. Mike McCarthy is going to enter the NFC Championship game tied with Bill Cowher and Tom Coughlin. Bill Cowher was the coach of the Steelers when the Cowboys last won the Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy is going to pass Bill Cowher en route to making it to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl for the first time since they beat Bill Cowher's Steelers in the year 96. Mike McCarthy is going to enter Las Vegas with 23 total playoff games as a head coach. It is Tempe, that's Jumanji 23. So Mike McCarthy is going to pass Tom Coughlin and Bill Cowher when he wins the NFC for the Dallas Cowboys. Bill Cowher is born on May the 8th. May the 8th is a day of 5-8. This is the year of Super Bowl 58. He's going to pass Bill Cowher in the year of Super Bowl 58. In Gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers, the Dallas Cowboys is Gematria 58. The Dallas Cowboys are going to win their first Super Bowl since over at Sun Devil Stadium. Sun Devil Stadium is Gematria 58. Mike McCarthy, 53 total games as Dallas Cowboys head coach. The Cowboys have a 5-3 record in the Super Bowl. It's Bill Cowher, that's 53. It's the Raiders that are hosting. The Raiders is Gematria 53. So Mike McCarthy's going to pass Bill Cowher. The Cowboys with the 5-3 record in the Super Bowl are going to be playing at the stadium of the Raiders. This is the Cowboys' 36th postseason berth. Nevada is the 36th state. Cowher is Gematria 36. Mike McCarthy is going to pass Bill Cowher when he wins the NFC. Eli Manning delivered those two Super Bowls to Tom Coughlin, delivered 8 of those 12 playoff wins. It is Manning that's Gematria 36. And Tom Coughlin, Tom's Gematria 12 years after his last Super Bowl victory in Super Bowl 46, is when Mike McCarthy is going to pass Tom Coughlin. The whole other angle with Pittsburgh, Mike McCarthy was born and raised at Pittsburgh. He beat the Steelers as coach of the Packers. 59 years of age, Mike McCarthy. It is a Tempe, that's Gematria 59. So with Bill Cowher, not only is Bill Cowher born May the 8th, 5-8, Super Bowl 58, but it's Tom Coughlin that's going to pass Mike Holmgrem when he wins the Super Bowl, because Cowboys are the number one seed, right? Mike McCarthy's right here. He's going to pass Bill Cowher and Tom Coughlin. He's going to pass Mike Holmgren when he wins the Super Bowl. He's going to win his 14th playoff game as coach, as a head coach. The Rams are the last team to win the Super Bowl for the NFC. It is Ram, that's Gematria 14. And he will pass Mike Holmgren with his 14th playoff win as a coach. When Mike Holmgren won the Super Bowl for the first time in 96-97, he won Super Bowl 31 with Brett Favre. In Gematria, it is Steelers, that's 31. The Cowboys' last championship against the Steelers. And Pack. The Pack won Super Bowl 31. And Mike Holmgren, Mike McCarthy is going to pass Mike Holmgren, who won Super Bowl 31, when the Cowboys win the Super Bowl for the first time since being the Steelers for their last championship. So the interesting thing about that is Mike McCarthy is born on November the 10th, and the amount of time from Mike McCarthy's birthday to the Super Bowl is 3 months and a day. So he's going to pass Bill Cowher, or he's going to pass Mike Holmgren 3 months and a day after his birthday for the Cowboys' first championship since being the Steelers. Mike McCarthy is going to pass the coach who won the Super Bowl with the Packers in Super Bowl 31. Now, the amount of time from Mike McCarthy's birthday to the 28th day of the year, the day of the NFC Championship game, is 79 days later. 79 is Gematria champion. It is a champion, that's Gematria 79. Mike McCarthy will be a champion of the NFC 79 days after his birthday. And 79 days after his birthday, he passes Tom Coughlin in playoff victories. It is the New York Giants, that's Gematria 79. And of course, Mike McCarthy's in the Super Bowl. He's going to be the next champion after the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs is Gematria 79. Now, the interesting thing, too, is Mike McCarthy has, in his career as a coach, a total of 166 total wins regular season, postseason. The Cowboys' last championship occurred at the campus of ASU. Let's see where it is over here. ASU Sun Devils, Gematria 166. It's also Dak Prescott that has 166 passing touchdowns in the regular season. The Cowboys, when they do win the NFC Championship game again, are going to be 9-6 in the NFC Championship game. Coach Thomas R. Coughlin's Gematria 96. Cowboys are 9-6 in the NFC Championship game. When Mike McCarthy passes Tom Coughlin with his 13th victory in the playoffs as a head coach, Cowboys are going to be facing Josh Allen and winning their first Super Bowl since they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, he passes Bill Cowher as well. It is William Laird Cowher that is Gematria 96. He passes Bill Cowher when the Cowboys become 9-6 in the NFC Championship game. And let's see more from Tom Coughlin. Let's see. Mike Holmgren is head coach. There's 27, 29, 40. There's 42. His 58th win as Packers head coach was his Super Bowl 31 victory. It will be Super Bowl 58 when Mike McCarthy is going to pass Mike Holmgren in playoff victories. Mike Holmgren won the Super Bowl for his 58th total win as Green Bay Packers head coach. So that's interesting to note with Mike Holmgren. Mike McCarthy's going to pass the Packers head coach, the former Packers coach, in playoff victories. It's Packers at Gematria 28. He passes the former Packers coach, Mike Holmgren, as the Cowboys win the Super Bowl 28 years later. This is January 28th was also the day that the Cowboys won their last Super Bowl, and the Cowboys would make the Super Bowl again on January the 28th. And Bill Cowher is 6'4". It is a New York Giants at Gematria 64. He's going to pass Coughlin of the Giants, and he would have the chance to be the next champion after the Kansas City Chiefs. We're talking about Mike McCarthy. So he's about to become 14-10 as coach. Now, Mike McCarthy was hired on January the 7th. The amount of time from the day that Mike McCarthy was hired to February the 11th, the day of the Super Bowl, was 49 months. 4 years and a month is 41. In Gematria, 41 is Super Bowl. Super Bowl is 41. ASU is 41. It's Dallas, that's Gematria 49. It is 49 months after Mike McCarthy is hired as coach. He is going to be winning Super Bowl 58 over at Las Vegas. That's what's happening with Mike McCarthy from the time that he was hired as head coach to February the 11th. For the Cowboys, it'll be their 15th appearance in the NFC Championship game. Bill Cowher coached for 15 total seasons in the NFL. And Bill Cowher, it was his 21st playoff game when he won the Super Bowl with the Steelers. It is a title, that's Gematria 21. So that's what to know with He has a 12-9 record in the playoffs as a coach. Interesting because in Gematria it's Mike McCarthy. That's Gematria of 129. And after 57 Super Bowls is when Mike McCarthy is going to win the championship. So Mike McCarthy, Gematria of 129. He's going to pass Bill Cowher to make it to the Super Bowl. Bill Cowher has a record of 12-9 in the playoffs. And you know the Cowboys' 15th appearance in the NFC Championship game. It was the Steelers' 15th win of the season when they won Super Bowl 40, and it would be 18 Super Bowls from the time that Bill Cowher won his championship that Mike McCarthy is going to pass him in playoff victories to make it to the Super Bowl to win Super Bowl 58 against the Bills at Las Vegas. It's Vegas that's Gematria of 18. Bills is 18. So 18 Super Bowls after Super Bowl 40 is when Mike McCarthy is going to surpass Bill Cowher in playoff victories. The amount of time from Mike Holmgren's Super Bowl in Super Bowl 31 to Super Bowl 58 would be 27 Super Bowls later. It is Dallas that's going to beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl. It is Buffalo that's Gematria 27. He's going to surpass Mike Holmgren 27 Super Bowls after Holmgren won the championship. And at that moment in time, the Cowboys are going to be 6-3 in the Super Bowl. And for the New York Giants, Tom Coughlin as head coach won his 39th playoff game to win his first championship, or I should say his 39th win as coach of the Giants. The Giants won the Super Bowl at Arizona. Arizona is 39. Also, Arizona is the site of the Cowboys' last championship. So Mike McCarthy is going to surpass a coach who won a championship at Arizona. We're talking about Tom Coughlin, and the Cowboys did win their last Super Bowl championship over at Arizona. The Giants from the 11th state won the Super Bowl 11 years after the Cowboys won their last championship. This was in a year 2008, which adds up to 28. And he did coach the Jaguars, Tom Coughlin. It is Jacksonville, that's Gematria of 133 and 43, which is Gematria of Las Vegas, Nevada, which is Gematria of Dallas Cowboys. And also Jaguars has Gematria of Las Vegas. Jaguars, Gematria 23, Las Vegas. He's going to pass a former coach of the Giants and the Jaguars. We're talking about Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, 9-1, 6-3, 19. He's a 13-4 lifepath numerology. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl in their 13th playoff appearance since their last title. And he would be entering his 17th season as coach. Mike McCarthy is going to pass Bill Cowher. Bill is Gematria 17. He's going to beat Josh Allen, number 17, in the Super Bowl. It is Allen, that's Gematria 17. Let's see what victory this was with the Giants when he won his second Super Bowl. So 39 wins up to this point, right there. 69 total wins as Giants coach before the 2011 season. The Cowboys can win 6 out of their 9 Super Bowls. It was their 82nd win. It was Tom Coughlin's 82nd win as Giants coach when he won the Super Bowl 46. And 82, what was I researching with 82 earlier? That's a good question. McCarthy, 59 years of age, 59 is Gematria Tempe. Tempe, the site of the Cowboys' last championship, is Gematria of 59. let's see. Mike Holmgren is gematria of 130 and 67. 67 is the gematria of the last NFC team to win the Super Bowl. The Los Angeles Rams is gematria 67. Tom Coughlin won his championship at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is gematria 60 and 123, the same gematria as Allegiant Stadium, where Super Bowl 58 is going to be at. 60 is also gematria of the Raiders. They originate from Oakland. The Oakland Raiders is gematria of 60. The amount of time from Mike McCarthy's birthday to the Super Bowl, February the 11th, 13 weeks, 2 days. Oakland Raiders, 132. In gematria, it's Dak Prescott. That's gematria 132. 16 prior seasons as coach. He wins Super Bowl with Dak. In after 16 seasons as coach. 17 seasons in the NFL as a coach. 2 championships. Kansas City Chiefs for the last team to win the title. Kansas City Chiefs, gematria 172. 17 seasons, 2 championships for Mike McCarthy as head coach. Let's see the amount of the total combined playoff wins between Tom Coughlin and Bill Cowher. I should do total playoff games. So there's a total of 31 total playoff games combined between the two coaches. 72 and 39. Wins with the Jaguars, wins with the Cowboys. Tom Coughlin, it was 18-0. It's Vegas, that's gematria of 18. He's going to pass Tom Coughlin on January the 28th. Elijah Manning. Elijah is gematria 27. Same gematria as Buffalo. Same gematria as 27 years after Bill Cowher's championship. He's going to surpass... 27 years after Holmgren's last championship is when he's going to pass Mike Holmgren. McCarthy was born at Pittsburgh. Let's see. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is also gematria 58, Super Bowl 58. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is gematria of 103 prior seasons in the NFL. Steelers are from Pittsburgh. Mike McCarthy's from Pittsburgh. The Giants, Dak Prescott suffered his injury against the Giants. He's going to win the Super Bowl exactly 40 weeks after his ankle injury. So let's see. The 2023 NFL season. Planning to begin on September the 7th. Got to find out the amount of time from the birthdays to the start of the season. The birthdays for Tom Coughlin. So Tom Coughlin is first. His birthday to the beginning of the season. Or maybe to the Cowboys' first game. The Cowboys' first game. September 10th. September the 10th. "10 days. He won the Super Bowl with Eli Manning. He's born on January the 3rd. Dallas gematria 13. Eli, number 10. Tom Coughlin's birthday to the day of the NFC Championship game. What does that give us? $150 and 151. Coach Coughlin, Coach Tom Coughlin. Now in gematria, Vegas Raiders are hosting the Super Bowl. Vegas Raiders is 56. The date of the NFC Championship game and the AFC Championship game is on January 28th. The date of 128. The Cowboys were founded on January the 28th. Tom Coughlin is 56. City of Tempe. The Cowboys' last championship is 56. Mike McCarthy passes Tom Coughlin at this moment in time right there. When the Cowboys make the Super Bowl, we're going to win the Super Bowl for the first time since over at the City of Tempe, Arizona. Good stuff. Now let's see the life path of Bill Cowher and Mike McCarthy. He's 35 prior seasons, 35 prior playoff appearances, and playoff appearance number 36 is when the Cowboys win the championship again. The Steelers made the playoffs 6 consecutive times with Bill Cowher, and the Steelers won the championship as a 6th seed. I think it may have been the 5th seed. And you know, his team won 2005 is what I have to do. What seed? I believe they were the 6th seed. Yes, they were. Cowboys 6 championship. Steelers were the 6th seed when they won the championship with Bill Cowher. And then they beat the Seahawks in that Super Bowl. Seahawks, Gematria 24. The Cowboys win Super Bowl in the year 24. Mike McCarthy's going to win the Super Bowl in his 24th playoff game as a head coach. Seahawks 24 played at the Lions Stadium. Lions, Gematria 24 over at Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan, Gematria 155. Mike McCarthy has 155 wins as a head coach in his career. Mike Holmgren, McCarthy is going to surpass on the day of the Super Bowl. Holmgren, he won a total of 86 regular season games as Seahawks head coach. He lost the Super Bowl to Bill Cowher. The referees gave the Steelers that Super Bowl. Seattle won 86 regular season games with Mike Holmgren. It is Las Vegas, that's 86. 8-6 record, NFC Championship game. The Cowboys entering the day that Mike McCarthy is going to surpass, Bill Cowher. Las Vegas 86 and Tempe, Arizona is Gematria 86. Mike McCarthy, when he wins the Super Bowl, is going to surpass Mike Holmgren. He finished with 86 wins with the Seahawks. He got screwed out of the Super Bowl, Mike Holmgren. He had 24 total playoff games as coach, Mike Holmgren. 13 total wins in the playoffs. Dallas 13. Says it all. His Seahawks lost 27 total games since they lost the Super Bowl. It's going to tie into Mike McCarthy passing Mike Holmgren, 27 years after he won this championship in Super Bowl 31. June 15, Mike Holmgren is born. Let's see, June the 15th, the day of his birthday, to the day that Coach Mike McCarthy is going to surpass Mike Holmgren in victories in the playoffs. 35 weeks later, the coach, Mike Holmgren, is he's June the 15th of 1948. He's a 34-7 life path numerology. Just over 34 weeks after his birthday, in the 35th week, is when Mike McCarthy surpasses Holmgren. Prescott, Gematria 35. Mike Holmgren won the Super Bowl with Brett Favre. Brett Favre is number 4. Number 4 is Dak Prescott. Brett Favre, 117-45. Holmgren won the Super Bowl with Brett Favre. It is Mike McCarthy that's going to win his second championship with a number 4, Dak Prescott. Brett Favre is gematria of his last championship in Super Bowl 45. We're talking about Mike McCarthy. He's going to defeat the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, gematria 117-45. He won a total of 84 games as coach of the Packers. Arizona, the Cowboys' last championship at Arizona, gematria 84. The Rams are also the last NFC team to win the Super Bowl. One championship in his first 5 seasons. Mike Holmgren, last 2 winners of the NFC, the Rams. Rams 15, Tampa 15. Michael George Holmgren is gematria 119. The amount of time from Mike McCarthy's birthday to the day of the NFC Championship game, January the 28th. Or what I really should do, I know what equals 119. Let's go to the beginning of the season to Mike McCarthy's birthday. So 2 months and 3 days from the start of the season to McCarthy's birthday. Las Vegas 23 in gematria, Tempe 23 last championship. This is a big find. It's a big one. Tempe 23, Las Vegas 23. All the 23s we talk about. 23 touchdowns to the playoffs for Aikman. 2-3 record in the playoffs at the time that Prescott defeated Tom Brady. 2 Super Bowls for Staubach, 3 for Aikman. "61 days from the season to Mike McCarthy's birthday. Las Vegas Raiders is 61. Dak's birthday, July 29th. I got the right birthday. Mike McCarthy's birthday. The 104th season, 104 days from his birthday to Mike McCarthy's birthday. Now Dak's birthday, February the 11th of next year, in 2024, is, 28 weeks later. 28 weeks. Packers 28. He passes Mike Holmgren of the Packers. That's what about to go down. Let's see what game it was when he won his Super Bowl. So 16, that's 80, 90, okay. Yeah, Super Bowl 31. His team won the Super Bowl with 35 points. Mike Holmgren, 35 is the gematria Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, gematria 132. It don't matter. Mike Holmgren, McCarthy's winning the Super Bowl, y'all. It don't matter. Cowboys are winning the championship. There's nothing you can do about it. The Cowboys are winning. gotta stop using your emotion. Stop using the emotion. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't. Okay? Nevada's gematria 47-20. Mike gematria 20. Mike McCarthy. Paradise, Nevada. Paradise 73. Packers is also 73. Paradise, Nevada 46. Coughlin won Super Bowl 46 for his second championship. Mike Holmgren's record in the playoffs with the Seahawks 4-6. There's gematria Seattle. Seattle 82 total wins with the Packers, and then he coached Seattle. There it was. The Seattle Seahawks is also gematria 58, by the way. That is Cowher's Super Bowl victory, and Mike McCarthy. Excuse me, it's Mike Holmgren. He did win. He did lose his last appearance in the Super Bowl to those guys. Let's see total playoff wins combined between Holmgren and McCarthy. Well, that's 27. The 95-96 season, Cowboys last won the Super Bowl. Holmgren was 9-5 with the Packers. Green Bay's gematria 41, 4 months and a day after McCarthy was hired. He's going to win the Super Bowl. He used to be with Green Bay. Green Bay Packers, 150 in 69, 6 Super Bowls and 9 appearances. The Dallas Cowboys. Mike Holmgren's birthday. Let's see here. May the Cowher. Let's see, Holmgren is remember the 150 reference. Green Bay Packers 150. Got to think back to what I computed with the 150 in the calculator. Oh, June 15. Okay, June the 15th. His birthday. To the beginning of the season. Let's do the Super Bowl to is Mike Holmgren's birthday. So the amount of time from the Super Bowl to his birthday is 18 weeks later. Vegas 18, Bills 18, 18 Super Bowls after he lost. Mike Holmgren is when Mike McCarthy is going to surpass him in Super Bowl victories. 125 days. 125 is gematria of the Cowboys' last championship over at the campus of the ASU Sun Devils. Sun Devils is gematria of 125 and 35. 35 total points in Super Bowl 31. 4 months, 4 days. Champions 100. Champions gematria 44. Coach McCarthy is also gematria Super Bowl 58. Coach Michael McCarthy, 17 seasons, 2 rings. Coach Michael John McCarthy is 111 in gematria, 111 total wins as coach. Tom Coughlin, when he won the Super Bowl, he's going to surpass Tom Coughlin. Let's see, Coughlin's birthday, August 31st. to the day of the NFC Championship game is 150 days. Green Bay Packers 150. He's going to then surpass Mike Holmgren in the Super Bowl. And Michael G. Holmgren is to march 150, the amount of time from the birthday. From his birthday, he did coach the Packers, 150, the amount of time from Coughlin's birthday to the day that Mike McCarthy ties Mike Holmgren is 150 days. That's the thing to note with the 150.